Wrench, drip, drip, drop. That's what I read. Drip, drip, drip. Josh wrench.
It's drip, drip, drop.
Drip, drip, drop. That's what I said. Josh wrench.
Drip, drip, drop. Drip, drip, drop. How much difference can a single drop of water make? How much is needed for change to happen? Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guest, I'm here to tell you that a single drop can make a difference. A single drop can change everything. About 4 years ago, I had the American dream. I had a house, I had a marriage. She sometimes liked hanging out with me. I had one kid. The 2.2 was really hard. We tried. We just could never get there. Had 2 cars, owed money on both. And I thought I had it all. I thought I had everything. Enter Rory Clark. Rory Clark was a man unlike any I have ever met in my entire life. He hit the trifecta. He was a personal coach, sales trainer, and Southern Baptist minister. Put all that together with the mouth of George Carlin strapped to an IV of caffeine. He said things that I have never said in the men's locker room before. And he made it all apart. So 1 minute you'd be hearing a sermon, the next minute you'd be hearing gangster rap. But I resonated with him. Have you ever resonated with someone before? Like instantly, bam, you connect? That was me and Rory. Fortunately, Rory is easily bribed, and I offered him dinner to hang out one night. And at that dinner, he asked me, Josh, what do you want out of life? Me, been 36 at the time, said, I don't know. He goes, you're getting exactly what you want then, right? Little did he know that I had no idea what I wanted. I thought I had it all. Rory says, in typical Rory fashion, edited for the audience here, you need to quit. You are smarter than the people you work for. You need to go start your own thing and make a damn difference in this world. I cried. I have cried like 6 times in my life. I'm not the alpha male, but it came across. And I cried that day because I didn't know what I wanted. So I did what I typically do as an introvert. I read. I started reading books. And I came across a book by Malcolm Gladwell called Outliers. Outliers is a book on the best of the best. He interviewed thousands of people and figured out what made them tick as the best of the best. And he speculated that it takes 10,000 hours to become the best, to master a skill. 10,000 hours, that's a lot of time. I did the math quickly in my head, because I'm an engineer and that's what we do. And if I work 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, that would be 10 years of time to master a skill. Then, did some more math, because that's the way I roll. And I figured average life expectancy on this planet is 80 years. First 10 years, you're learning how to take care of yourself, clothe yourself, wipe your own backside. Second 10 years, you're a teenager, right? And you know everything, so you don't bother to learn any new skills during that period of time. So that left me with roughly 60 years, otherwise 6 skills to learn. 6 skills. Now, if I'm going to go change the world and make a damn difference, 6 skills is not enough. It isn't. I just can't do it. That's like a Grand Canyon between me and where I need to be. And like the Grand Canyon was formed with water, with little drops of water that I might be able to use to get to where I need to go. So I read another book because why stop with one? And this book is Josh Kaufman's 20-hour principle, which is, he read Malcolm Gladwell's book and he speculates that it takes 20 hours to learn the most important parts of the skill that you need. You don't need a master. You don't need that 10,000 hours. Most of us are not going to be Tiger Woods or McEnroe on the tennis courts. We are going to need skills. 20 hours is much more reasonable. I was playing video games around 4 or 5 hours a day. More on weekends, and I said, what if I took my 4 or 5 hours of video games and took 15 minutes from that? That's not a lot. I still get 3 hours and 45 minutes of video game playing. So I took it, and I started to become better. Because after doing another set of math, that's 3 new skills a year. That is worthwhile investment. Started practicing meditation, actually, because some of you know I have a daughter who has special needs, and patience is one of those things. You need lots of patience. So a drip happened, and I meditated. Another drip happened, and I meditated. Then the drop happened. I wanted to yell at my daughter, and I was able to breathe. I'm here to tell you today that a change does not have to be sudden to be significant. Little changes, little drop changes can make a difference in the world. Because F.M. Alexander said, you don't determine your future, you determine your habits. And your habits determine your future. Drip, drip, drop. Drip, drip, drop. Mr. Toastmaster.